Hey y'all, what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany. She's back, she's better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. You know your girl is posting frequently. Alright y'all, we are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing it. Dougie pow. Alright, Dougie, y'all, into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Alright, y'all, come without further ado. Let's get into this video. In this video, y'all, we'll be talking about Ferrari and Litty getting into it. So, apparently, these two are not seeing eye to eye. Now, this happened a couple days ago, but then it rebuilt itself back up after Ferrari said that she done with Now That's TV. So, Liddy ends up writing, no shade. Oh, Now That's TV was lit. We promoted the shows. We gave y'all great storylines. We was authentic. No matter how ghetto we was, y'all was tuned in. New cast members, y'all do not promote the shows. Y'all barely engage with the supporters on social media. Y'all barely support each other. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Ferrari ends up engaging with the post, putting like a yarn like, anyways. Liddy ends up coming back and letting it be known, like, you got a hit song on your hands by Now That's TV and you don't even promote it. Now, if she talking about rich, lane's not allowed, let me say this. She not promoting for a reason, because I done told her time and time again, we really tired of this song, okay? I'm tired of her putting it down. She put it down. I don't want to hear put it down no more. That song is 2, maybe 3 years old at this point. She don't need to promote it. So if you talking about that one, keep it, Liddy. Your argument does not stand. But if it's a new song that the network wrote, Ferrari, okay, yes, have her promote that. So Ferrari didn't like what Liddy said, and she ended up letting it be known, like, she blocked her, she had pissed her off. I'm like, really, Ferrari? Because she said that y'all just need to promote more. You engaged with her post. So like I told y'all in a previous video, Ferrari had said that she was going to quit Now That's TV, you know? And like I told y'all earlier in this video, she said, like, you know, she quit. This was her last season of Young and Reckless. So apparently somebody must have got on the phone with her. Somebody must have talked to her. She must have looked in the mirror and said, girl, you putting it down. You putting it down. You been having the top show for 2 years straight. Like, girl, like, no, we're not doing that. You know, you need to keep doing your thing or whatever. So she ends up coming out with this apology to Now That's TV. Ferrari writes, thank you, Now That's TV, for the continued opportunity. My recent statement regarding my future involvements with Now That's TV requires clarification. My previous comment expressing that Young and Reckless Season 3 might be my last season were made in the heat of the moment and do not accurately reflect my intentions. I understand that my words cause concern among my supporters and my Now That's TV team. I sincerely apologize. My commitment to Now That's TV and my team remains in great hands. Rari out. Once a T-Page posted it, Liddy ends up saying, like, Landon, did you write this? If y'all know Word on a Curve, both of them have let it be known that Landon used to help Ferrari with her comebacks and her sayings in her confessional. So what y'all see season 1, supposedly, allegedly, that's all Landon. That's not Ferrari. That's Landon talking. More so, he talking through her. So Liddy being funny, like, Landon, you wrote this for her? As y'all know, her and Landon cool too. So Ferrari ends up replying back like, oh, girl, I didn't know how to write a paragraph. Did you finish high school? Are you slow? You're jealous of me. You can't help yourself. All of that. Now that I finally gave y'all all that, let me get to the commentary. And I'm going to say, y'all, please excuse all my sniffling I'm doing. I got allergies real bad, and I'm still trying to get myself together and work through me having allergies. Ugh, it's been doing the most. Okay, so let's start off with Liddy. Ever since Liddy got this position as the president, she has been calling people out who work with Now That's TV. Liddy do not mind playing the dirty game as the president, and I don't blame her. Now, they do let it be known, out of all three of them who have these positions, Liddy and Landon are very professional and they really do their job. But with them doing their job, they don't mind clocking T when T needs to be clocked. And I will say this, Ferrari don't promote nothing but Young and Reckless. I don't see her promoting it unless it has something to do with Landon. And even with that, like if Landon does a photo shoot for Playboy, she might promote him doing the photo shoot. But if it's a trailer or something like that, I'm not going to necessarily say I see it on Ferrari page. If it's another show that has nothing to do with Landon or Ferrari's not promoting that show. And I understand as a president, it's like everybody should support the shows. And I do agree with her with, now that's TV. Now that's TV a year ago, oh baby, the hole was choking, okay? You couldn't get enough. One thing they did was feed you. You was gonna be fed. You was gonna be full. And I will say, a lot of the new people that they do have coming in are slightly boring. And they really don't give us what the more seasoned Now That's TV cast members gave. You know, we used to have the old season Now That's TV people really come in and give you beef for days on top of days. These people, no shade, meet up that day, get it in, and that be that, and then they move on. I'm like, no, give me days on end beef. Keep going live, keep tweeting, like keep going. They don't do that a lot of times no more. And like she said, they don't promote. And I do think a lot of the new people that's coming in are more like one season type of people. It's not a lot of them that can be picked up and we like, yes, they need to go to 2 or 3 more shows. I personally don't believe that. A lot of them, we not picking up and taking to the next show. A lot of the personalities are very dry, very stale. And, you know, the fight skills are okay. They're all right. But it's not anything to brag about or to boast about. I feel as though last year was Now That's TV real, like, breakout scene. Especially, like, for people like me who came in the game a little later, when they kind of built their foundation up, it was really good. Because we did not have people who was afraid to go online and tell their business and really give it to us. For example, when Cash and Ivory got into it on live, or when Liddy and Ivory got into it, or Cash and Ivory got into it, any of them women, when all them was getting into it, that was like a show that you could not turn off. You had to stay by your phone that whole day to refresh, to see who was going to go live, you know, who's going to respond to who, all this, all that. Let's move to today's drama, which would be, for example, Zanaya and Winter versus Dolly. First of all, Dolly barely gave us anything on Mean Girls. Zanaya came in and redeemed herself, but her sidekick Winter is not necessarily somebody I have to watch. I don't have to watch them, nor am I truly invested in Zanaya like that. I'm not really invested in her to go out my way and stay by my phone to see if they get Dolly or not, to see if they fight Dolly. I'm not as invested. I'm more like, oh, you know, I could go be doing something else with my life. If something happens, one of them T pages will pick it up and I'll watch it from there. But when it came to that Ivory, that Cash, I didn't need no T page to do their job for me. Baby, I'm on their page refreshing their page. Example, again, when it came to Stunner Girl versus Ivory, same thing. I didn't need no T page to tell me what was going on. Because I'm refreshing. I'm making sure I'm on the live watching. Live, you know. All that. When when that was going on. When it came to, like I said, Zanaya, Dolly, and Winter, it was more like, oh, bored. Like, that's not anything for me to really invest my time in. I will say the ball definitely has dropped a little bit when it comes to engagement, or as far as me like investing in the people on the shows. And that just could be because they try to clean up their image a little more. And, you know, the stuff isn't as raw and authentic like Liddy said. Now, moving on to Ferrari. If I've had the number one show on the network, and this is just me saying from my point of view, I really don't care about these other shows, no shade. If I've been delivering banger after banger after banger, I've been putting it down, I'm not necessarily looking at nobody else because I know really everybody waiting on my show to drop. So I'm trying to do everything in my power to make my show a successful show. More so than be thinking about all these other shows, because y'all are second to me. Y'all are secondary. Everybody is waiting to be put it down. Every girl wants to transition to Young and Reckless. Whether you think they do or not, everybody want to be on Young and Reckless. So I understand her putting all her focus and energy into Young and Reckless and not necessarily, room for all the other shows, because no shade. 10 times out of 10, we probably won't get this show again. Like, of course, we know the South Central Baddies always recurs every year. Young and Reckless always recurs. Playboys, But some of these shows with the Love and War, Deja Vu and stuff like that, depending on how low the ratings is, they might start dropping these shows and not bringing them back. But I also see what Liddy is saying, like, about just being a team player. I'm going to say this too, though, when it came to them lives. Sometimes, and Maul said this great, and I totally agree with him. One time he was up on the Two-Headed Goat panel with Kobe and Andre, and he said, a lot of times when they get certain people on cast, some of the cast feel as though they bigger than the program. And he was talking about Sway. And I agree with that, because a lot of times it is certain people who feel like they bigger than the program when it comes to them turning on them cameras when they doing it live. When it comes to even them being in scenes and stuff, they feel like they better and did all this to get on the show. They get on the show, they give us nothing. They don't say much of nothing. They don't really have anything to give. And yeah, in shows you're going to have one or two people that do that. But I do think it's starting to become more so 5 and 6 instead of 1 and 2 people, on certain shows. And I definitely think they should have it in their contract that everybody have to get on live and participate and engage with the audience. I love when they go on live after the show and tell us what they think about watching themselves and others in certain situations that they are in, and seeing themselves on TV. I love to see that when it's giving. Now, when it ain't giving, I be like, okay, now shut up. But most of the time, I really do appreciate commentary after, or them reviewing themselves or situations after. It makes for better TV. But overall, I do understand both girls' point of views. Are they going to get that 10 times out of 10? No. But I do understand, like, Ferrari put her foot in her mouth and her backtracking. Liddy throwing shade, being funny, asking if Landon was the one who wrote that for Ferrari. I'm cackling, I'm kidding, because truly both of them are hilarious, especially Liddy. But I do understand both sides. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye.